What is up, everybody? My name is JSM and welcome back to the JSM tournament. Last half week, I suppose. I've just recently noticed that I keep saying week instead of half week all the time. I'm sorry about that. I originally planned to have like each episode be a weekly release. However, that would have taken like half a year, which we can't have that. So instead we'll do. So I'm gonna try to say half week from that one. I'm sorry about that. And this half week we're moving downwards on the bracket as the psychic types, represented by the human hack and slash, take on the poison types, represented by the metal mockingbirds. And we are in Armarouge and Oranguru on one side and Venomoth and Weezing on the other. I always forget that Armarouge is psychic type. It's really been a more recent thing amongst Pokemon, right? Like they're not color coded, at least not as much as they used to be. In any case, on Armarouge we see Clear Smog, Psyshock, Will-O-Wisp, and was that Overheat? I think it was Overheat. Gotta say, goddamn Giga Impact again. Gotta say, between Will-O-Wisp and Overheat, I think Will-O-Wisp ultimately has more value. You know, you can get damage from a lot of places, but constant and we see Muddy Water. Almost half of Armarouge's health is already down. And the same thing on Venomoth. We see Batty Bad. Over on Oranguru. Pretty eventful, but pretty basic turn on things considered. We see a Reflect being put up. Pretty sure it was by the Batty Bad. Let me... Oh, yes, put up by the Batty Bad. After that, we see a Psyshock hitting... Oh, God, we see a Psyshock. But then a King's Shield from Weezing and a Muddy Water from Venomoth. Completely shutting down Armarouge. Oranguru's recharging. And ultimately Armarouge just took damage from the King's Shield. Armarouge ended up dealing no damage. How wonderful. Muddy Water missing on both Pokemon as Overheat, probably what should have been done originally, takes down Venomoth. Meanwhile we see... Does Batty Bad reset the Reflect? No, it just sets it up. So the Reflex throughout 2 turns. And in comes Revavroom. Why is Revavroom on the Metal Mockingbirds? I have not a clue, but honestly, I'm here for it, sure. Let us be inclusive. We see a Magnitude 8 absolutely demolishing the Psychic side. In Armarouge's place comes Alakazam. Oranguru holding on by a damn thread. We see Wonder Room, Flash, Foul Play, and expanding forth. Good lord. I mean, any psychic damage is good psychic damage, right? But like, really? That you get one good move? Damn, bro, that's... We see Psychic Terrain over on Oranguru. Didn't notice that the first time. And expanding force doing 43 damage. Magnitude, another Magnitude 8. Doing less damage on Alakazam than I was expecting. My word, Batty Bad absolutely crashing through it though. Oranguru already down as well. And we are pretty far in Poison's favor so far. Despite the fact that 2 different Pokemon on the Psychic side have had stab super effective damage, the Poison team is holding on surprisingly well. Another... What is going on? A third Psychic Stab. To be fair, it's Confusion. Not exactly the greatest move on planet Earth. But like... Damn, we see a Magnitude... What are the chances? This Revavroom alone has taken down 3 different Pokemon. Holy... This thing does not die, does it? On Galite, we see Echoed Voice, Imprison, Rain Dance, and Psychic Terrain. I guess it could be worse, but my god, we see a Mega Kick over on Revavroom. Hope, honest to God, that thing dies here and now, because otherwise you ain't got much chance. Echoed Voice, not that much damage. Captivate, don't remember what it does. And Wheezing is just about going down the next turn. Gotta say, maybe I'll switch my decision on, well, my decision. I'll change my stance on keeping Will-O-Wisp, because, like, yeah, it's been good. Not as amazing as it probably should have been. Wheezing goes down all the same. Gallade and Slowbro, pretty major amount of damage. And Mega Kick hits nothing because there is nothing to hit. In Wheezing's place comes Crobat. We see a Psychic Terrain. We see the Psychic Terrain actually being set up by Gallade, and another Mega Kick over on Revavroom. Oh my word. Last time it didn't get as lucky with the magnitude. It was only a magnitude 6. I think it dealt like, what, 12% on both. But that is at this point the statistical anomaly. We see Grav, Apple, and a magnitude 4. I guess I'll keep my mouth shut. That dealt 4% each. And we see the Psychic Terrain being set up. I honestly don't remember what the Psychic Terrain does. So I guess we'll find out. The battlefield got weird. Ah yes, as if a bat, an engine, a weird dude, and whatever the heck Slowbro isn't strange enough. Thank you very much. Gallade goes down, Liquidation, pretty reasonable amount of damage, and finally, that damned Revavroom. 4 separate Pokemon. Who expected Revavroom to be the MVP tonight? But like, at this point, 2, basically 1 Pokemon. That damn Psychic Terrain better be pulling weight, cause there ain't much left. We see Raging Fury, it won't even get the chance. And Spectral Thief dealing 48 damage. Oh, Freeze Dry is good. Freeze Dry almost wipes Crobat off the map. But that Serendipity has everything it needs. And Raging Fury, down and out, 12 turns. One of the most straightforward battles I've ever seen. As the poison types, represented by the Metal Mockingbirds, move on to the next stage. As I said earlier, weirdly straightforward. Like, it started as a beatdown against the Psychic types, and it ended as a beatdown against the Psychic types. And theoretically, that shouldn't have happened, right? Like, it's not just me who thinks that, right? Like, what was it? 4 separate Pokemon on the Psychic side had stab super effective damage, and like pretty good moves at that, like 85 power, even 50 power, like stab super effective. Theoretically speaking, everything should have been like to the Psychic's favor. But my word, how many good magnitudes did that godforsaken Revavroom get? I think it was like 4 magnitude 9s. That is insanity and a half. I never thought I'd see the day where magnitude does that well. Let's hope they carry on that luck into the future. And with all that said, I've been Just7. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you all next time.